Hello YouTube, two new tools. I want to show you this. I couldn't get the paint to dry in there, okay? So what I did is I sealed this bulb up with some hot glue and left some paint in there. Watch this. It just reminded me that don't make nothing like this. You broke it, think how messy it'd be. Just be patient. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Okay, this is 45 caliber, and the brass is so thick you can taper this. I did on the belt sander, so you know you got your ridge on the bottom of your the rim of the cartridge. Tapered that off, drilled that out. There's a wooden plug in here, so this rod goes into a wooden plug epoxy here, so it can't touch the bulb. It has some nice chrome valve caps. And this is needle sharp. It started out on a belt sander, and then it's been finely honed. That is sharp as a needle. So it's about what? We always do that. About 2 inches on it, about 4 inches total. But we'll come back to this we have to. So we'll get the paint to run down. See that? Where it's running down? That's good enough. Kind of odd, huh? Anyway, enough of that one. Okay, this screwdriver was way bigger than this, and I'd ground it down before, took the flutes off. Well, I did it I lost the video. I did it in my drill press as a lathe. Do not do that just because I do it. I'm not responsible. And I have various tools I use, and it's got some deep scratches, but then I flitzed it when I was done, as it was spinning. This is done how I show you how you make a punch. You'd start with 4 corners, okay? Now, Phillips screwdriver would probably be easier to grind if you want to experiment and make one like this. But see where that's not a sharp angle? I round it. I done that later. I wanted it rounded. But that was a sharp corner there, 4 corners. See right where it meets on the left and the right? See how far the taper goes back? Okay, I started this on a belt sander, okay, to make the 4 sides. Then I took my Dremel stones, like my cutter disc, and use it like a, you'd use them like a flapper, DA or whatever they call it. And this stuff was very hard to file, but I will file it'll do it. You could temper the metal, by heating it in a cool room to make it soft, but I just went for it. Then I've got all my needle files for doing my knives, and they have a groove for fish hooks. So that's how I form this sharp edge. And notice it's not pointed a whole lot like you think it is. You just can't get it close up. You don't want it though, because when you go into wood, you want to start digging, right? You don't just want a sharp point. This will go through wood pretty easy, soft like pine. It'll go through softwood, green tree branch. Like people like doing bushcrafting, any kind of woodwork. But that did say tool steel at one time. But I was amazed of how this turned out. Factory screwdriver. Is that stuff in there? That's a factory one. What if that's stress from heat when they shove it in there or whatever? Because it's still warm. Because you don't see that groove like you see on some screwdrivers. But I did things like put a bevel here, and I had this measured once. This thing's about 3/4 diameter plastic, so I came in here. It's whatever you like. See, that's like 1 1/8, and this is like not quite 3/4. You can always follow it. I should use down here, but I think you all know all them little marks what they mean. I do like this ruler. It's a little machine, this ruler. 32/64. But ain't that nice though how that came out that clear? It's one of them oddball screwdriver, mass mechanic. It has that slot up here with the extra knob. I just don't like them. Some people, I never liked the handle, so it was a perfect one to modify. Yeah, it was amazing how clear that looked, even though there's scratches. But that's hanging out of the drill chuck a long ways. I might invent a way so stuff can't ever slide out, or something comes up and just sets below there like a dished in piece or something, to where it can't fall. But I wasn't too worried. I was wearing goggles, and I'm going at a slow speed. I was probably only 100 and some RPMs. There you go. Keep this too long. I'll take you some pictures. Thanks for watching.